Woo, guys, somebody does not want me to get this out. Um, which I get it. I've been dealing with that for years. But know this, the more you stand in your light and the more you project your light outward, the more dark energy is going to find you and try to prevent you from doing that. And I know that sounds crazy, but as you're getting into the stages you're getting into, it becomes undeniable. Things just fight you when you're trying to put something good out into the universe. Tech glitches, illness just washes over you, blah, blah, blah. But we're getting it out. I don't care. We are in the death rattle. The dark energy has been in power for eons. And, obviously they don't want to lose power. So things are going to get heavy and dark, especially if you're on the opposite side trying to put the light out. Okay, we're not wasting a bunch of energy on them, that dark energy. Okay, moving on. So, something specifically for, I don't know why I'm getting divine feminine, a divine feminine. Listen if you have a strong pull to go to an unusual place. I don't know if it just, suddenly I feel pulled like I want to take a trip somewhere, or it could be as simple as I'm on my normal drive home and for some reason I feel pulled to drive by the park, or just listen to some pull to go somewhere that you don't usually go, or go a direction you don't usually go. It's like your intuition is going to be screaming, like you don't know why you feel pulled to this place or this, to turn this direction or whatever. Listen to it, because it could lead to like a life-altering, I want to say meeting. You might meet someone, but like somehow it changes your life just by listening to that intuitive nudge. But it is coming through as a divine feminine, so maybe meeting your divine counterpart. Yeah, because there's something about two people coming together who were kind of hesitant about relationships because of, past experiences. And they've both been on the healing journey. And there's something about this, like an encounter you have. Okay, so let's say if you... Listen, not everybody has a twin flame, so I don't want to say that. But this would be a soulmate connection, a twin flame connection, something like that. So if you haven't met them yet, it's like this pull takes you to where you'll meet them. Or if you have met them, this pull takes you where you'll cross paths. Does that make sense? Because there's something about how they've both been on their healing journey. You get an intuitive nudge to like take a trip somewhere, or like I said, maybe just go a different direction on your normal route. And then you cross paths, and this encounter like shifts everything. There's something like, yeah, like this specific path crossing, I don't know how else to say it, helps both people kind of move beyond all the past stuff and bring you into like a calmer connection. Sorry, suddenly now I'm getting congested. Something about this exact moment. It's all at the right time. It was all sort of always set in your internal clock. And it is like, whenever you call the higher power, God, Spirit, the universe, drawing these two people together at the same place at the same time. It's coming through as now. This is now. This is like this week, maybe. Very, very present. I feel like I know one person this next message is for, but we haven't really been working together that much this year. I don't know how to call you out. We used to work together all the time. Chicago, I'll say Chicago. Not that you're in Chicago. Okay, moving on. Anyway, there's something about like I'm contemplating two different people, And one is like emotionally open and loving, and the other one is kind of emotionally distant or emotionally cut off and very like self-focused. And for some reason, you feel drawn to the emotionally unavailable person because you're an empath, because, again, you know why they have the behaviors they have, and it's from trauma, and you understand all that, and you have like this desire to, like I said with the early stages of being an empath, you have a desire to save them. I see the potential in them. I can help them change, or do you know what I mean? And there might be a little bit of misinterpreting the way they're so self-focused. You kind of misinterpret it as like self-confidence rather than selfishness. This person is unhappy. They're still very focused on material gain, and they're still deep in the matrix. Just saying what comes through. They're saying that you are not seeing clearly. You are kind of tricking yourself about this emotionally unavailable person, because you're seeing them as, they're wounded and I can heal them. And they're saying that this is not your job. This person has a lot of things to go through. They're not even at the beginning of their healing journey yet. And they're saying if you really are honest with yourself, you will not see evidence of change in them yet. And that you're overlooking somebody else because you're so focused on this emotionally unavailable person. They say you're fixated on this other person who is not suitable for you. But that you did spark, you were the spark. They will go on a healing journey, and it was because of you, but your job, your role in that connection is over. You're going to get tired of this person. You will get tired of this person. You're going to get tired of them, always making everything difficult and always being about them. And I'm seeing highlighted the ego. You'll get there. And when you get into that kind of emotional fatigue and you're like, okay, I've had enough, then you're going to notice this other person who's sort of waiting in the wings. They're a little more quiet, but very strong, like emotionally strong. I'm getting they're really interesting because there's something like they're like almost like an unsung hero. They're the kind of person, okay, you know how like you see all the videos of people like, they hand people money, but they have to film it. This is the kind of person that would do that and not even tell anybody. Like they help people just to help people, not for the attention. They're not very flashy. They're genuine, and they're pretty deep. But they're saying you don't need to rush into a relationship with anybody. That it's already in motion. So it's just kind of waiting for you. You're going to get to the stage where you're tired of waiting for this unavailable person, emotionally unavailable person. And this other person, like that's already blossoming. That's going to be there. But you need to take some time to heal from this past, from this, I guess it was like confusing. So you don't have to rush it. Take the time to heal. And this other person is waiting in the wings. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I just go where they go. But we're going back to the connections that have been in separation. At least for some of you, the masculine in this connection is, how do I say this? I'm just standing in this energy of like, I'm done. I'm done missing you. I'm done listening to what other people say. Like, I'm done. And they're breaking free of, one person I know. This is for, we missed Friday again. Say that. This person's breaking free because it's coming through like I'm breaking free of the lie I was told, which we just talked about. I was told this whopper of a lie by someone, I want to say from my childhood, maybe a parent or like an adult in my childhood, convinced me I was something I'm not. We were just talking about that. I'm breaking free of that. And I'm realizing they told me these lies about myself as a way to manipulate me or to like keep me around, make me feel like I'm unworthy, like I can't make it without them. So it doesn't have to be this exactly, but the way it comes through is like, this would be like parents who make me feel like I can't do anything, so I always have to rely on them. It's like that, and I'm waking up to that. And now the important thing is I'm getting that this person is not like seeking revenge. I'm not like, okay, I see what these people did and now I'm going to get even. They see through it, and now it's like freeing them. Do you know what I mean? They're not looking to get even or hurt their feelings. They're just, now they know that they can pull away from it. I'm withdrawing from all this toxic. Now I can see the toxic stuff. And it's almost shocking to me that I didn't see it before. It's like waking up one day and now I can, like, the toxic stuff looks like a black fog. How did I not see this black fog lingering here? But now I see it. It's that clear to me now. And I think they're going to reach out to you, and it might start with like a small message, but serious. Not a small message like, hey, just checking in. Do you know what I mean? Like, it might be small, but important. I'm telling you something important. Like, I don't know, some kind of life change that happened, or a life change that happened that involves you. So maybe I'll just, again, there are always examples, text like, I'm not speaking to my mom, or you know what I mean? Like something, it's short, but it's important, and it lets you know that it involves you, or it involves your connection. Do you know what I mean? And they're saying you have been going through like heartbreak, but almost feeling betrayed because this person wasn't there for you. So this message comes, and I don't know if it's a text message, that's just how I'm seeing it. But the short message comes, and while you intuitively know he or they means it, it's important, you don't just jump right on. Do you know what I mean? It's like, okay, I hear you, I believe you, whatever, but you've got to show me some action. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's like I've heard the words before, now I need to see the action. You got to do what you have to do to rebuild trust. Like, we got to start from the ground up. This person, they know they need to explain themselves, explain why they like backed out of the connection. Because there's something about explaining how they believed lies, specifically lies about myself, lies about lies I was told about who I am, or that made me feel like I was unworthy of somebody loving me, or like stuff like that. And I think they're going to be pretty vulnerable, because the whole intention, the way it's playing out for me is, okay, I look over here and suddenly I can see the black fog, and oh my gosh, how did I not see that? So now I can turn back to you, and I'm a little more humble and vulnerable. Like, I'm ready to tell you, oh my gosh, they told me this and I believed it. And like my intent is, it's all about healing everything that happened over here because of what I believed over there. Does that make sense? And I know I'm going to have to do the work. I know that, you know, you feel betrayed and the trust is gone, and I know I'm going to have to do that work. But I need to understand that you've been healing. You know, healing takes time. So this is not something that's like, okay, I recognize these people are toxic. We're all good now. Do you know what I mean? There's like a healing process, and it takes time to rebuild trust. So just let it flow the way it needs to flow. Don't try to force anything. There's a reason why things go the way they go. That if it's going slow, it's because he has to heal, and healing takes time. Do you know what I mean? I'm speaking to someone else specifically, but if this is for you, could be a he or she, but it feels like a masculine energy, so take that however it resonates. Okay, last relationship one we're gonna do. Okay, this feels like this is for somebody who's single or been single a while. Like you've kind of taken the time, whether you realized you were doing it or not, you were taking the time to heal from all the past stuff. In some way you have gotten the closure you needed from a past connection. I don't know why I want to say Libra, you or them, feels more like them, and Gemini. And a little bit Aquarius. Okay, but like you've gotten closure, or you're about to get closure. But specifically, you have at some point considered yourself single, and you recognize, you know, the ex maybe regrets the breakup, but you don't have any more desire to like return to that connection. Okay, so this would be for you. There's something about how that shifted over the course of however long you've taken to yourself, that maybe in the beginning you thought you wanted that person back, and now you've gotten to the place where like, I understand it. I don't have any animosity. I don't want that back. And that realization is kind of validating you, validating that you're worth more than that. And it's like boosting your self-confidence. Yay, you. It's making you feel more empowered and more choosy, dare I say, but in the best possible way. Like, I don't deserve this crap, so I'm being more picky, if that's what people want to say. And you're attracted to a new person, and something has shifted where you're not, because it feels like it used to be like, oh, I'm interested in this person, but I don't know if I want to date because it always goes this way, blah, blah, blah. And something has shifted where like now you're attracted to somebody new, and you're not like shying away from it, because you're recognizing like, oh, I went through this crap with this person, but I learned all this, so it won't go that way again. Where before you were kind of afraid any new relationship would go the way the past ones did. Does that make sense? There's something specific about how you are attracting because you're okay being by yourself. You're giving off this energy of someone who, I don't need somebody, but I'm open to somebody. And it's very, very attractive to people. People who are tired of like codependent people that like cling on all the time. Like, they're very attracted to you because you're okay being by yourself. So this other person has recently become single, and they also have no interest in going back to past people. They're fascinated because, again, you give off the energy that you're okay. Not in a closed off, I want to be alone kind of way, but just like, I'm okay either way, right? I'm okay by myself, or I can be with somebody that we build together. And they're fascinated by this, but there's something about like wondering about your dating life. They don't know, like, are you this way? I'm cool being by myself, but I bed hop, like a player type thing? Or are you really alone and okay being alone? Because they like that. There's something about admiring how you are with your kindness, like with children, with animals, with less fortunate, something about the kindness you have that they've seen, specifically highlighting with children and animals. And the timing of it, because now you're open to this person approaching you. Where even if you thought you wanted to date, you can look back and see that you weren't really ready, because the thought of it also kind of like, oh, what if I get hurt again? And that's gone now. Like, now you recognize, oh, I got hurt because I ignored red flags, or I got hurt. Like, you learn something from it, and so you know that won't happen to you again. So now you're more open. Yep. So this is coming together very soon. This is all things are finally moving. Gosh, 2025 felt like, well, at some point. Now it's like now it's happening now. Very soon. By summer, let's say by summer, very soon. I don't know why I have to say this, but like, okay, so these two people come together, and both exes, no, I don't feel like they're going to stir up trouble, but they're definitely in regret. They see you two come together, and it's like this, boss energy when you come together. Do you know what I mean? Like in video games, like sparks fly and blah, blah, blah. And they're like, dang, I could have had that person. They're in deep, deep regret, but this will unfold the way it needs to. Don't push it. It's coming.